Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.
All right, guys, welcome back. It's me and Heath. Hey, Heath.
Hey Daniel.
All right, we're in beautiful Colorado Springs, California. No, I'm just Colorado. Guys, look at that. Is that the Colorado Rockies?
That is Pikes Peak.
Pikes Peak,
Colorado,
what is that?
Rocky Mountains.
Is that like a famous hiking area?
Yeah.
Pretty
Pikes
nice.
Peak. Yep. Ton of 14ers here. So
14ers.
If you want to go up and do a hike later, Daniel, we'll go.
Yeah, we'll race for
We'll
your
race
Arabian
up the
Nights cards. So we're here visiting Heath. Heath wanted to show something incredible. Heath, speak louder than what you've been doing.
Yeah.
And the reason why is we're going to be going through every single Arabian's card in his complete
set.
93 cards.
93 cards.
Jesus.
There's 94 cards here, but we'll show why.
And how long did this thing take, by the way?
About a year and a half.
Okay.
A year and a half of collecting. Not too bad.
But there's something special about this set. What is it that's so special?
So this started, I bought 2 raw sets about a year and a half ago, and was going to sell one set and then keep one set to kind of pay for itself. And started looking at pricing. Always been, a Magic player, and was wondering why this Jazam Djinn was selling for 4 times the amount that the others were, and it was because it was graded. So started getting into graded, sent a couple cards for the first time. They came back 9.5s, a couple 9.5 quads, and down the rabbit hole I went. So decided to start building the entire set out, and then decided to start upgrading it, and here it is.
What made you do quads versus the basic stuff?
I wasn't going to at first. I was going to be completely happy with 9.5s. Everybody said I would want to do quads. Everybody was like, you'll change your mind, you'll want higher grades. And I was like, no, I'm good with 9.5 basics. It was probably once I realized that I already had maybe 35 quads in the set, 40 quads in the set from grading raw cards, that I was like, wow, this is achievable. I think this is achievable. There are definitely some cards that there weren't quad versions, or there wasn't enough quad versions, because there's other set collectors that have those cards. So it's been hard. It's been hard to find some of these, for sure.
So you would definitely say that the quad collecting is 5 times, 10 times harder? What do you think?
I think so, for sure.
Just ridiculous.
Yeah, probably. You can see, some cards might have 20, 30 9.5s that are graded in the population report, and there's 2 quads,
right,
or 3 quads total. So gets significantly harder for some of these. Some of them grade well. You could grade 1,000 camels and probably have some pretty good quads. But you get into some that there's print issues, there's other problems that you find.
Well, let's go through it. So Heath is an Arabian Nights expert. This is pretty incredible. Heath, why don't you come close so you can talk real loud? So this is the first card. What do we got? Abu Jafar?
Abu Jafar. It's a 9.5 quad plus. That was one of the first cards that I graded myself. So it's a 104 serial number. That might have been in the first or second order that I ever submitted to Beckett.
Anything special about this that's hard to find?
It's low pop. I mean, it's uncommon. I don't think it's one that is necessarily sought after.
Got it.
All
right.
So there's just not a lot.
So that's what. Yeah. So for each one, so let's each one, like even like this Aladdin. This is the one that's killer. Take it out of the case. So this one is extremely rare for some dumb reason.
Rare in quad, for sure.
How many quads are there?
There's probably a handful. There's maybe 5 or 6. There's for whatever reason, there's people that really love Aladdin.
There it is.
They're holding on to these for sure.
That stupid print dot. That's what he told me.
Yep. So that print dot right there is the reason why it has the 9 surface. Otherwise, that would be a quad plus.
And why would someone care about that? I mean, for people watching this video, they're like, I don't give a shit about this 9 and surface thing. Why would people care?
I think it's just the rarity. I mean, if you're wanting something that's truly mint or pristine, you don't want any defects, whether that's introduced by yourself or somebody handling it or the manufacturing process. It just makes it more rare. So
beautiful. Yeah, guys. This is, and by the way, Arabian Nights obviously is one of the most well, it is probably the #1 set people in vintage collecting go after first.
It's a smaller set, 93 cards.
So they
it's not
think
impossible.
they think they could finish it quickly.
Yeah.
Ah, the lamp. Anything difficult about this one?
No, that was in my first submission too, I believe.
So this was pretty easy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think a lot of these uncommons are still hard to get, but
just absolutely beautiful. I mean, the corners and the registration.
The art is so unique.
Sign on the case, by the way. So beautiful. All right, next one.
Next one.
So tell me the ones that are difficult, for sure. Because I haven't really been in the loop as much. So, by the way, guys, I grade a lot of cards, but the thing is, I don't remember every single card that's difficult because, I'll be honest with you, I don't really have time to grade Legends and Arabians and Antiquities cards for set collectors as much as I want to. Therefore, I don't know every single rare one.
Well, and you've got people who are crazy like me that look at the pop report, every day for the cards that I need, right? So
you do it every day.
Usually every day I'm taking a look, and sometimes I'll reach out to whoever graded it before they even know that they got the grade. I'll see a quad 9.5 and start reaching out to find out who graded it so I can try to make a deal.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So that was not very.
I mean, it's an uncommon.
Is this one difficult?
Alibaba, yeah, quad plus.
Okay, so I have a question. Like, hold this up like this for me. So, as a collector, I collect a lot of different things. If the card doesn't look like the grade, meaning this is 9.5 corners, so there's a little bit of white there. Now, it still is clean, but what if you find one that has better corners, but it's more deserving of that 9.5 corners?
I'd probably get it. I actually have a really good example of that.
Do you actually do that? Do you actually find one that, like, hey, that Alibaba looks better than the one I have?
Yeah, and then I would sell it to somebody like Taste Gaming or somebody else that wants.
Randy, you hear that? Say hi to Randy real quick.
Hey, Randy.
Randy, yeah. Randy, by the way, is our friend who collects Taste Gaming. Randy has a YouTube channel. We'll have to put his link in below. But Randy is a collector of Arabian Nights and other rarities and collectibles. He's a fellow colleague. Yeah. So this one, I've always loved this artwork. Is this a tough one? No print dot.
Yeah.
Wait, take that out. There's no white print dot.
Usually, yeah. There's two different versions, and sometimes there's a dot on the edge.
And they give that a 9.5?
I think they give it a 9.5. I don't know if I've seen it with a 10. This is one without it.
Wow, this is very rare. There's no print dot. This was in the
first order that I submitted too. So this was part of that raw set that I bought.
Where'd you get that raw stuff from? Just
former coworker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you work at now?
I work for Charter.
Yeah. No. But did you get it from the set you got?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to tell where you work at.
Okay, you can take that out.
Well, no, I know. I'm not gonna edit any videos. But Charter's a big company, so who cares? They're not gonna be like, that is no print. Guys, this is really hard. Get your Ali from Cairo's out. There is always that damn print dot.
And it's also thought about it. Like, I wouldn't mind getting one with the print dot too, just to have one of each.
It's kind of a variation. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is there something about Arabians you love so much? Is it just the history of the game, or?
It's first expansion. When I started with Revised, and
well, Alpha's the first set.
First expansion.
Oh,
first real expansion.
So you never wanted to go Alpha, Beta, huh?
I think there's some amazing Alpha, Beta cards. This has been kind of all-consuming, and I think once I need 2 more cards in Quad.
Oh.
Once that's done, I think it kind of opens up to what I want to go look for.
And the first one was Aladdin, guys.
First one.
Oh, look at this. Oh.
So we'll maybe do both of those guys at the same time.
Yep, that's smart. Oh, there we go. This one is very common, but
the light is the hardest here.
All right, guys, and we're back. So we had a little bit of a camera issue. I'm using this ultra high definition 60 frames per second. So we're back with Heath. Heath, how's it going?
Good.
All right, so we're back at the Army of Allah Commons, huh?
Yeah, so here is the first card. You can see there's 2 versions, a light version and a dark version. If you look at the colorless mana symbol here, you can see the difference between the two. And the light version, significantly more rare. In some cases, the print run is the same as some of the uncommons like the Tsar Baghdad. So not only is the print run low, but they're common, so people didn't kind of keep them in the pristine shape that they should have, so they're harder to find, right?
What? So how do you know this history? Like, how do you know that?
Just there's websites with speculation on print run numbers, and I mean it's pretty common once you start trying to find these things, just how hard it is to find these versions in high.
So all light versions were harder.
All light versions are harder. Some like Bird Maiden, not that hard to find. There's still, you know, more of the print runs. Some of them are more rare, like Wily Wolf.
Got it.
Wailuli, or whatever you say.
Wily Wolf. All right, so let's go to the next ones.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. That's a fun fact, guys. So this is a lot of history. Oh, there it is. This is the big dog.
This is one of the big ones.
This is one of the big what? Big 4 or big 5 important ones? So, guys, you guys know this card. So, anything... Oh, so this is not the highest grade I've ever seen. There are BGS 10s.
There's some 10s.
But this one looks really clean.
Really nice for a quad 9.5.
Yeah. Did you open this one?
I did not.
It's a low serial number. Yeah. Yeah, this is a nice card. So, anything special about this card? I've graded this card quite a bit. I've always found that it's hard to find it centered sometimes.
Yeah, I've seen some with print dots. I had one with a huge print dot on the top before that I opened.
Right.
But it's a great card. I mean, you can play it in Commander. It's just, it's a fantastic card, just in general.
Yeah, super iconic.
Yep.
That's the one that you would definitely spend the money to upgrade later on, right?
Yeah, I think so. If
you were to upgrade something
if somebody wanted to be a kind soul and sell a 10 at a good price.
For the like Taste Gaming?
Like Taste Gaming. So Bird Maiden, you can see the 2 versions. Nothing too special. Quad Plus.
This is almost a BGS 10.
It's close, yeah.
Wow. Now, something like these, I mean, are these like just, you know, everybody has these in their sets and you guys look at them, but people don't really care about them. That's why the conditions are so hard, right?
That's right. I mean, these are cards that, you know, they were common, so they would get played, right? Back in the day.
And the Bird Maidens were pretty easy to get.
Yeah, people love the art.
It is cool.
You know, there's some collectors. That one's not too hard to find. Bottle.
Centered and everything?
Centered. That was one of the first cards that I graded as well, that 104 serial.
It's a nice card. The original artwork of that. Pretty cool.
Brass Man, for whatever reason, this actually is a low pop quad. This one's hard to get.
Brass Man?
Brass Man.
For the love of God, people, get your brass mans out.
Yeah.
What's the hardest part about this card?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, I found a couple that just corner issues or edge issues. It doesn't really seem like there's a reason for it, but it's just extremely hard to get in quad.
Yeah. Now, when you say extremely low, like what's normally a number that you would consider low?
Less than 5.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Got it.
Camel. So like I said earlier, you could probably, you know,
Camel's easy.
you could probably get a camel one in every, 3 packs. It's that common, right?
Right.
And traditionally,
Beautiful artwork.
yeah, I mean, iconic to the set. Nothing crazy. Sitting in a bottle.
Oh, super famous.
Super famous.
Yeah.
Really, really cool, iconic card.
I used to own the artwork of this. I regret selling it.
Oh, that'd be a cool one to have. For sure.
I don't know what I was doing. I used to have a Repentant Blacksmith.
Oh, that's a cool one too.
Yeah. Beautiful. So this one is usually pretty easy, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would say there's enough floating out there.
Yeah.
What makes it hard is some of the cards with iconic art, people want to hold, right? So even though they're out there, they may not want to sell them.
Right. Sitting the brass, yeah, this one's heavily played, but fairly centered all the time, right?
Yep.
Pretty easy to get the quad.
There's a couple 10s out there in City of Brass. So, but there's people that collect lands too. So just in general.
So would you even care about upgrading a quad plus? Would you
To a 10?
No, like your quad, would you go for a quad plus?
I would go to a quad plus.
Ah, okay. So you wouldn't spend the extra dollars to
Not for a plus, no.
the bitches. I mean the witches.
The witches.
There she is. This one's pretty hard or no?
No, this one's
Yeah,
pretty
pretty
common.
easy. Yeah, pretty common. I own the original artwork of that before.
This one is one of my newest ones.
Holy mother of God.
Got that in GP Vegas.
This one, guys, actually is really difficult.
It is. This is
What's the story?
There's only 2 of these in the world that are in quad 9.5.
What?
Only 2.
Did you say 2?
2 in the world, and then there's a 10.
What?
So if you're looking for a quad set, all 3 of them are locked up in complete
Cyclone?
sets.
So what is so difficult about Cyclone for the grading aspect?
Centering, corners. I don't think there's really any print dots. It's just I've probably opened 2 or 3 in packs, sent them, and at most they got 9.5 basic.
Wow.
There'll just always be something wrong with it.
So guys, get your Cyclones out, guys.
Get your Cyclones.
Jeez Louise, awesome.
Great card.
1 of 2 in the world.
Dancing Scimitar,
Oh yeah, that's cool artwork.
signed by Anson there on the side. Oh,
This one, not too difficult.
not too difficult.
Yeah, I've seen
Not
this
too
one
bad,
quite a
not
bit.
too bad.
Yeah.
Same with the next one, Dan. Pretty common.
I love this picture. I used to own that too. I don't know why I sold it.
Yeah.
That artwork was stolen.
Was it really?
Yeah, I sold to a guy. He left it in his rental car's backseat in a backpack.
Oh, jeez. It's like asking for it, right?
I know, and I told him that. What do you expect to happen?
So we got two here. So let's
Mirage
start.
variant.
So desert.
Yes.
First off,
Okay.
pretty common. You can find this pretty easy.
Yep. Sometimes 2 times in a pack.
Sometimes 2 times. And then the Mirage variant has this little dot right here, sometimes called campfire. And they actually call it Mirage variant.
Now, if you send it into Beckett, will they know that?
I've seen
Unless you're
some where a Mirage variant is graded as a desert, and sometimes a desert is graded as a Mirage variant. So you've got to call it out for them to really know.
So is that a print dot or is that actual intended? Or
It's a print dot. For whatever reason, whenever they were putting the pop report together, they decided that they were going to do a Mirage variant.
I don't think that was like back in the day. That was never known, really, right?
That's weird, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So the Mirage variant, extremely hard to get in quad.
Really?
Really low.
Less than
population.
10, less than 5?
Less than 5.
Wow.
Less than 5. So and
Interesting.
again, it's probably because there's 1,000 million deserts out there, and there's a handful of these.
Well, maybe
dots.
because they consider that print dot actually like a bad surface flaw.
They might.
Yeah.
Yeah. Desert nomads. So nothing super crazy.
Cool artwork.
One of the commons. Cool artwork though.
Very cool.
I mean, Christopher Rush. So
Can't complain about that.
No.
That's a really cool artwork. I always like that one.
next, pretty iconic.
Fans at Desert Twisters.
Desert Twister.
That's beautiful.
Again,
You still own the artwork of that?
Again, one of the first cards I graded.
Beautiful. Love that one.
This is a cool one, Diamond Valley.
Oh, guys, I graded a 10 of this years ago.
There's a black label, 10. It's the only black label in the world for Arabian Nights. There's a 10.
It probably
Diamond
was
Valley.
my 10, and some guy bumped it up because they just, it's a Dan Chain special.
I think a 10 did bump to a black label is the story, actually.
Yeah,
So
it has happened to me.
Yep.
This one's pretty close.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. I mean, it's a reason why it's got 9.5 corners for sure. I don't think those will bump.
Yeah, very clean
really
though.
nice.
What for those who are watching out there? What's really the difference as a collector that you've seen it compared to like a 9 corners, a 9 edges versus a 9.5? Just really from these Arabian cards.
I mean, some you can see like 9 corners. There might be a white speck in multiple corners, right? Versus maybe a single light speck. Drop of Honey, super hard to get.
Oh,
in quad.
God, yeah.
Historically, we opened one in
centered as
Vegas.
hell.
You and I did, right?
Yep.
And you can usually tell by the back there's a print dot, and it typically drops it down to a 9.
That's
right off the bat. So
there was a video, guys. He knew what it was by the back.
Yep. Opened it from the pack and called it.
Because you've seen it enough.
Yep. This is a really good example. I'll take this out.
Yeah.
I think this is Pop 2 in quad.
What?
Ebony Horse is stupid hard to get in quad.
Stupid.
There's only 2 in the world. I would say this one is probably a good candidate for me to get a slightly graded, higher graded version and sell to Taste Gaming. I mean, it's a nice card, but I do think that centering's tough on this for sure, always.
Yeah.
And so they're probably a little bit generous.
All right. Oh, there he is, El Hajjaj.
El Hajjaj.
I saw this artwork a long time ago on eBay.
Quad 9.5.
This one's I don't know. This one's kind of borderline. That top
Yep.
left corner is a little rough.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of white there for sure. So
Does that bug you at all as a collector?
it would if it was like a Drop of Honey or
Yeah.
a Bizarre Baghdad.
So some of these are kind of
yeah.
like, you could be picky, but
Yeah. I mean, some of them could come along and be a little bit nicer.
There it is.
Elephant Graveyard, Quad Plus.
I own the artwork of that too.
It's
That's
nice
crazy.
one. Rob Alexander.
This one, by the way, the artwork is not as. It's usually more. They've contrasted this,
Oh.
so it's a lot more white looking.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's beautiful.
We've got the 2 Erg Raiders.
Yes.
So light and dark version, again, by the mana symbols here.
And the light one's rare.
The light one is the hardest. Also really hard to get in quad. And this is a quad plus plus.
Now,
I
B,
think this is the highest graded or greater light in the world. Is this Quad Plus Plus?
and BGS 10s. I mean, how many BGS 10s are we talking? Like a complete. Let's say that a set was possible for all BGS 10s.
Oh man,
We're talking about half the set, all BGS 10s is possible.
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. There's the number one set out there has the majority of 10s, and it's a lot, and they're gorgeous.
Well, until
For
now,
sure.
you have one to show in here in a minute. There he is. God, I love this card.
Great card.
This card's always off center too onto this side.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's actually.
totally a hard one to get.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the iconic ones. Yeah. Burnhams.
Eye for an eye.
There's a
Not-
print
not
on
too
this
awful.
before? No.
No, not too awful
Not
for
this
this one though. This is a Quad Plus Plus.
God, they're so close.
Just kind of iconic for sure. Another two variants. Fish liver oil. The light being really hard to get in quad. I think it's maybe pop 4 now. There's only 4 quads in the world for the light version.
So there's less copies, and there's also so because there's less copies, there's less examples.
Yeah. And some of these commons, I mean, it's hard to find them good, right? Whether it's a centering issue, whether
Right.
it's they're common, so they got tossed in a box and shuffled
Yeah.
around over the years.
That's all it takes is one little nick.
Yep, one little nick. Flying carpet?
Centering issues? No.
No, one of the first
Ones you have.
first quads that I submitted. 104 serial.
Now this grader here was a quad person.
Flying men, same thing.
Pretty iconic, but fairly easy.
Yep.
I'm seeing issues with that card.
Gosbon Ogre, Quad
This
Plus.
one's pretty normal.
This is kind of like Camel, right? I mean, there's so many of these guys that it's not too hard to find. Variants, Giant Tortoise, light version, super hard to get in quad. I picked that up in GP Vegas with the Cyclone. So that was
one of
the
two,
most
one of
recent.
3 in the world right now.
Might be 2.
Holy mother!
Two or 3. It's pretty low pop for sure.
Wow. I'm gonna have to start getting at my tortoises.
Gonna get your tortoises. So
This is it.
This is my Quad Plus
Oh.
Guardian Beast.
This is beautiful.
Gorgeous. There's you have to look under a loop to find it.
Is there
There's a
scratch?
microscopic little teeny tiny print dot on the surface that brings it down.
Where
to
is it?
9.5.
On the top.
It's like somewhere in the border here.
Oh, really?
It is so hard to find. I mean, you can't even see it. Really
I thought it was a
with the
little.
naked
I
eye.
thought it was a fleck right there.
No, that probably moves. If you tap the case, I bet it would move around. But
Okay.
little dust speck.
Where's the 10?
Well, that's the
Oh,
newest
there it
one,
is.
right?
Let's just
that's-
compare them.
This is one that
Yeah.
Daniel brought out. This is the newest
Well, you're gonna
addition
take it out.
to the set. Yeah.
I
So
think this one
the
is better.
BGS 10 Guardian
Oh, man.
Beast.
I don't know. Oh,
Gorgeous. Both.
I
of
think
them.
you should sell this 10 to the Taste Gaming.
You,
This
oh,
crap.
you think the 10 should go there? Gorgeous card.
Yeah, I really don't. I really like the 10 a lot. This is your only 10, right?
No, the only 10.
You own?
No, I've got a few in here.
Oh, okay.
There's a few in
I
here.
haven't seen any 10s yet, so
Yeah, we'll get there.
great, beautiful.
Yeah, great.
This card, I've seen a lot of versions of it. I mean, centering's okay, but it's hard to get a balanced 10 centering on it. It's not as easy as you think.
It is.
It's very cool.
It's very subjective, right?
It is, but but it has to eye appeal far away. It has to look it too, you know.
So Hazran Ogress, you can see there's no colorless mana symbol in the casting cost. So how do you tell light versus dark? It's actually in the text box down here.
Very good.
The symbols.
So lighter is
version,
rare.
Lighter is rare.
You can also tell by the coloring. This one's a little bit more of a orangey.
Yep. Yeah, in the skull, right?
Skull.
For the mana symbol.
That's the other way. But
Yep, you can see there.
what is the story behind the variants of all the light and dark? They just messed it up, or was it actually intended?
Yeah, no, it wasn't intended. It was a mistake, and they printed another cycle later with the light to kind of fix it.
Oh,
So next,
hard to read.
Her Jackal.
Yes.
Not too tough.
Yeah, this one's pretty common. I own the original for that too before.
Really cool card.
Very cool.
Yeah, just Drew Tucker has a unique art style for sure. Out of everything else, so
Who's your favorite artist?
Oh man, I really probably Therese Nielsen.
Really?
Yeah. Therese is amazing. I mean,
So
she grinds it out, right? I mean, she's always doing something incredible and new. So
something beautiful about her art.
yeah,
And it's, look at that. If Biff. I love this card.
Ifrit,
Underplayed. Needs to be played more.
Island Fish.
Yes, reprinted and revised, but who cares? This is the OG, man.
This is the OG. I
pretty
give
normal.
this gold label a 9 on centering.
What
Looks like
happened
it's-
there?
I don't know. It looks like it's just in
Tilt.
the case a little tilted.
That does happen. Where'd you get these little black leather things?
I forgot who told me, but this is
Card Pro.
Case Pro. Just kind of cool. I think
That's nice.
somebody sent me one as, hey, these are kind of cool, and
I don't know,
I thought so.
This card's an interesting card.
Yeah, again, the lands are very iconic. You can kind of see the city or the library back behind there. Just a great card.
Yeah. Very simple.
Yep. Jandor's Ring, Quad 9.5.
This one hard?
An uncommon, but otherwise not too difficult.
Not difficult, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jandor Saddlebags. For whatever reason, this is hard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an uncommon.
Yeah.
It's been reprinted in other sets, but
Who the hell is
original.
Jandor?
I
It must be a
know, why does
lore
he need
thing.
saddlebags, right?
I know. Why does he need a saddlebag? What is this?
And his ring.
And his
What's
ring.
the story for Jandor?
Yeah. Must be like a.
Jeweled bird.
This is pretty normal.
Not overly difficult. This was in the first order I submitted.
Got it. Very
Jihad.
iconic.
Jihad.
There's a 10 of that.
Super hard card to get in quad. Typically there's a print dot over here. It's pretty common on the surface. This one
Not today,
doesn't
guys.
have it, so we got a 10 surface on it, which is cool.
Wow.
I mean, this Army of Allah, even if these weren't reserve list cards, they would never get printed again, right? I mean, Wizards isn't going to print a card that says Jihad. They're not going to print Army of Allah. For Legends, they're not going to print Invoke Prejudice. There's just certain cards that not only are they iconic to the set, but I think they're iconic to the history of the game.
Yeah.
Right?
They were kind of, yeah.
So it's incredible, and I think that there's certain folks that are, picking up and collecting some of these because of that specifically as well. So it makes it even harder to find some of these.
Yeah.
We've got the
I've always liked this one.
Ifrit.
This guy's kind of a futuristic guy.
Yeah, kind of unique. This is
one's
Christopher Rush art.
This one's pretty normal. I've seen a lot of these.
Yeah, not too hard. Now this next card
Here it is. Oh,
is
God.
a big boy.
Oh, God.
And this has some history for me because I actually bought it and regraded it. And
How many times?
I would say less than a dozen. But it's gorgeous. I mean,
How many are there?
there are 4 BGS 10 Jazam Jens. I think this should be a black label. If Beckett ever watches this video, I'm going to send this back in. Guys, this deserves a black label.
Yeah, what the deal, man?
There's no print dots. There's no
That's on the
no
case,
surface
so,
marks.
yeah.
That's on the case. I mean, it's gorgeous, front and back. This is on the case.
Yeah, I don't know why these Beckett
That's on the-
cases. What the hell's going on, man?
Yeah, it's
Beckett?
like it's on the plastic sleeve.
If you're watching that, just what the hell's going on? All right, put it down. Like
I mean, if it was orange, it would, maybe they're eating Cheetos, grading it or something.
Look.
But
10 surface. It needs a 10 surface.
needs a 10 surface. It's got 9.5 right now.
Have they identified it when you reviewed it?
Every time they review it, they mark a different spot. They might say it's here, and then I say that's a speck of dust, and they go, "You're right, it's here."
You're right.
I say that's a speck of dust too, and they're like, "Well, no, it's on the front."
Fairy dust.
So
what is the deal? They just want you to submit a couple thousand times?
I don't know. I think that I think it's really hard to get a black label. There's one entire.
Flip it over.
There's
again.
one black label in the entire Arabian Nights graded set. So
What's that? Oh yeah. What card was that?
Diamond Valley.
Oh.
Yep.
God, that's rare.
But
Here we go. Cabal.
Cabal Ghoul.
Reserve list.
Reserve list, not too hard to get. Douglas Schuler. I talked to Doug Schuler in GP Denver when he signed this, and I asked what his favorite art was that he did for Arabians, and he said Cabal Ghoul. So this is his favorite art out of the Arabian set.
Interesting.
Today. He might change that tomorrow.
Yeah,
but,
tomorrow, yeah.
Next one.
Oh, there we go.
BGS 10.
Did I grade that one? I don't think so. Maybe.
Not sure where this. I bought this one. You can see it's a really, really low serial number.
Yeah, that's nice. Hold on a sec.
Totally deserving of the grade in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's a really, really small microscopic spot on the edge that makes it a 9.5.
Over there?
Yeah, it's like maybe right
Oh
here.
yeah, it's
I mean,
it
it's
is
so
bigger.
small.
Or all those combined, maybe.
So small, yeah. But
All right.
gorgeous card. I mean, super iconic. Reserve list.
The king.
He is the king.
He has a bottle. He has a wand.
Got the Kurt Ape. 9.5 quad.
This in a 10 would be sick.
That would be a cool 10. People love Kurt Ape. What a great card, right?
Yeah. How many of you guys
Your
have
history?
casted Kurt Ape?
Oh,
Bunch of you guys? Bunch of you guys?
Turn 1 Taiga Kurt Ape.
Yep.
Power move. We've got a quad 9.5 Library of Alexandria.
What is the deal with this card? Like, quad is so hard.
So hard. Centering.
What is the hardest part of it?
Centering. Yeah, probably centering. Then the fact that there are people that collect Library of Alexandria, and they will not let that card up. So if you don't get the card when you find it,
Yep.
you're not going to get it because they'll snatch it up and it's locked away in a vault. So I've graded a couple of these myself. I did buy this one. Some of these cards you've got to overpay to get.
Yeah, that guy Marcus has all the libraries, and he has the
He has
BGS
the
10.
10. He has
Is
got
it,
the
I wonder
10.
if it's deserving though. To be honest,
I've never seen it.
I love to see it.
I'm sure it's gorgeous. You had a pack, right?
Yeah,
That
was
had
in the
you can see
front
a library.
But I don't know if that's a 10.
Right, you don't know. That's the risk.
That's a rare pack. Have you ever seen that before?
I've never seen it. I saw you had a video of it.
Yeah, have you ever seen that before? Yeah.
Magnetic Mountain.
I sold that for a lot.
Plus.
I sold that for a lot, but I'm not sure if it's probably worth a lot.
Probably
More than you think, because it's
yeah.
like to have it in the front.
Merchant ship, quad, not too hard.
I thought this one was hard before.
I've seen
time
more
ago.
pop up. I've seen
Okay.
more pop up.
Yeah,
It does
I-
have centering issues.
When
but
I
I've seen more.
when I first did this card, like in terms of grading, I noticed that this card the people were complaining about it. Maybe in PSA 10, but then it got more and more popped up.
Yep.
Metamorphosis.
Yep. It's one of the commons, not too bad. Cool art though.
Cool art.
I mean, cool Christopher Rush art.
My J to Jet. I used to own that.
Got the gen right here. Yep.
This centering usually is pretty bad, no?
Yeah, this is low pop too. I'd say there's probably, I think, 5 or 6 of these in quad.
Yeah, centering.
Not a ton. We've got light and dark versions
Still artwork of that also.
Moorish Cavalry.
Yeah,
So both quad 9.5s,
it's good artwork.
with the light version being the harder one to get.
That's awesome.
We've got the only basic land in the set, Mountain.
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 We're here, guys. The mountains. The Colorado Rockies.
I give Pikes Peak a quad 9.5 plus.
9.5 plus.
Yeah.
God, who owns this artwork? It's great.
Really, really cool.
That card is off center too sometimes.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen
yeah.
copies of that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these older sets,
Yeah.
it's really a roll of the dice on whether they were centered at all, right? I've opened entire packs where the cards are off centered.
A little wind, guys.
NAFSASP.
NASP's ass. Say it right, guys.
You can
NAFSP.
NAFS.
Whoever the guy who's NASP. Cool card.
Yep, you can see the light symbol down in the bottom here,
Oh, yeah, there it is.
so you can tell the difference between the two. Pretty easy. So there's the variants there. We've got Oasis and a quad plus.
Still the artwork of that. Beautiful.
Cool card. We've got
Oh!
BGS 10.
Is this the one you pulled?
Yeah, we opened this in Vegas.
Oh,
Engraved
guys,
it.
so this was on camera.
This was on camera with Daniel and Open Boosters.
When I was holding it, I knew it was good. I remember I said, I was like, this is going to get a pretty good grade, but it depends on the gods, right?
Yeah.
That's how it works. And the corners, they did give it a 9.5, which I expected.
Yep.
The centering was super nice.
Centering, edges, surface.
It was gorgeous.
Really, really nice.
Not one little nick, nothing.
Yeah, and this traditionally grades pretty well, this card.
Does it? There's like,
yeah, I
like
think there's
4 or
five.
5.
I think there's
I mean,
five
that's a lot
BGS
for a
10s.
BGS 10 in general, but
It's
still.
the highest population for 10s
Yeah.
in the set.
Yeah.
Different versions,
Amulet.
variants.
Still in the artwork of that.
So you can see the symbols up here, but quad and quad plus.
Look at this guy. Popper. People like this card.
Yep. Get into the home stretch.
I don't think it's piety, it's piety, guys.
It's piety.
Piety.
Light and dark. Light is harder, again, to get. I mean, what's crazy about these is how hard they are to get and what the grade demands from a price point perspective, right?
Oh yeah, how far am I like a basic versus like a piety versus a
I mean you could go online, you go to TCG Player, you can go to any of the vendors and buy a near mint for $5 or $6, right? And you buy 50 of them, and you submit them, and you're gonna get 8 5s,
Yep.
right? Near mint 8 5 all day. You're gonna get lucky if you get quad 9 or a 9 5, let alone something higher. And so when you grade that in a 9 5, if you look at a light, you're gonna spend, I don't know, between $300 and $500 for a graded light version, and that's a basic 9 5.
Wow.
So you get a quad, it's probably double that or 1.5 times that. So it's crazy, right? I mean, you've got a $5 card that instantly is really, really expensive because it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Right.
Pyramids. Oh my God, the buyout of this.
So this has been a buyout recently.
Well, not really. Hi, Brett.
There's a 9.5 that recently sold on PWCC last month. That was one that I sent to them. That sold, I think, $750.
This card is off center too a lot.
Yep. There's a Quad Plus this month on PWCC that I also sent.
Oh,
That's one I graded myself.
you're like the Pyramids guy.
And then this is a Quad Plus that I have in my set here.
Okay.
So, yeah. So whoever's buying Pyramids, thank you for that,
Oh,
because that helps
what
me.
were they before? Much less.
Probably much less. Yeah.
The Blacksmith. I always love this art. Arguably one of the best artworks in the world. So,
Yeah. Again, Drew Tucker. I mean, just his style is very unique.
this is
right?
so
The
much
colors.
better in person.
Yep.
Ring on the roof. Wow.
Quad Plus, Dan Frazier.
Very cool.
We've got
Couple 10, a 10.
We've got the Rook Egg Dark and a Quad Plus Plus, and then we have the variant,
One of one?
one of 2 or one of 3 in the light, and this is a BGS 10 Rook Egg.
Crazy. The same passion doesn't hold for the Legends set. People don't really collect it people do collect Legends, but not of this. I think Arabian is just less cards.
Yeah.
It's more micromanaged.
I mean, I know somebody who's putting a 9.5 Legend set together. There's none in the world.
Yeah.
There are no 9.5 Legend sets. There's an individual that's getting really close. Some of the iconic cards like the Elder Dragons.
Sandals.
Super cool to have in 9.5 for sure.
Very cool.
So Sandstorm is one of the 2 remaining cards that I need in quad to have a full quad set.
For the love of God, everybody.
I've seen this card with centering issues. I've seen this card with print dots.
That's a corner, yeah.
You can see a little nick there.
I consider that edge wear more than corner wear, but whatever.
Yeah.
I think the corners are fine. I think the edges are the what.
Yeah, and I have one that I opened recently that's a 9.5 basic plus. It's got a 10 on surface, but the centering is just slightly off, so it's a 9. So
the problem I have with all this, like what you said, is that if the card is like a $5 or $10 card, you're spending like a $20 or $30 grading fee
every time, right?
You're starting to be like cringe. You're like, man, I'm just doing this for the passion of it all.
Right.
But it's like, a person who's like me as a company, you're just like, I'm not gonna.
Why would you send it?
I'm not gonna fight the world for a quads or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's just if I get it, I get it, right?
Yep. Serendip Degen.
Good finisher, old school.
9.5 there. And then we've got the
Zafreet. Is there a BGS 10 for this yet? That'd be really cool.
I don't think there is, actually. I'll have to look.
Yeah, that one's pretty.
This is one of the first cards I graded, so this is what sent me down the rabbit hole.
Yep. This was a 10. I graded a 10 for this before.
Quad Plus, one of the first cards I graded.
When I started my business, I should have just kept all the 10s that I've ever graded. Would have been a better investment, huh?
I mean, we'd have them in my set today, right, Daniel?
I graded a few. I don't know if I graded 10 of them. I graded a few.
We got the Singing Tree. One of the first cards I graded.
This was part of the Rudy Alpha Investments buyouts, kind of.
Oh, he loves that tree, right?
Yeah, he loves that tree.
I think it's got a big mouth, so
He loves a big mouse. It's all about size, baby. It's all about size here.
Sorcerer's Queen.
Just fit for a queen.
Fit for a queen. Perfect setup.
This is gonna get demonetized.
Really
All
cool
right,
setup. So here's two variants. These are extremely hard to tell. Almost impossible unless you have each version. There's no colorless mana symbol to tell.
Light.
There's no mana symbol in the box below.
So let's see if we can get it.
You've got to tell by the shading of the black
gray.
mana symbol and the gray.
Guys, see it? The left is darker. There it is. Yeah,
You can tell if you've got them next to each
Yeah,
other.
next to
Otherwise, it's hard.
hard tell.
Light, really hard to get, even in 9.5 basic.
Really?
Yep.
For some reason.
Really hard to get.
Well, I'm good at getting basics.
We've got quad unstable mutation. Another card, reprinted many times.
Very cool.
Got two variants for War Elephant.
Ah.
So, light, again, much harder to get than the dark.
A little bit
Both
subtle.
quad 9.5.
Very cool.
Next, we've got the card that I had been hunting for a year and a half. This is the
stupidest
hardest card in the entire Arabian Nights set to get in 9.5 basic.
Why?
Quad.
Why the hell?
So first off, the light version of the wolf, which I like to call the Platinum Wolf, not the light wolf. This is Wily or Wailuli Wolf Platinum. Is the same print run as Bazaar Baghdad.
Where are you getting your numbers from?
There's a couple different sites that have the print run numbers, but with the light version, exact same print run. This card has print dots. This card has centering issues. Plus, it's a common with the same print run as an ultra. Hard to get uncommon like Bazaar is making it impossible. I think there are 9.5. I think there are 17 as of yesterday in the population report. There are probably 12 or 13 of those that are in complete sets that will never be broken up unless they're, a set is sold. So you've got to find, one of these out in the wild first off. It's absolutely insane to open a sealed pack for $2,000 to try to find a common that's often miscentered.
Yeah.
So who's going to open packs anymore? I mean, if you've got these in a box sitting around somewhere, they've probably got edgeware. It is pop 3 now in quad. This is 1 of 3 in quad. So,
This card is hands down
the
most stressful thing.
It's
ever.
terrible. I've looked everywhere. I've bought so many raw copies of this card. I've bought so
100?
many graded, probably 100.
Oh my god,
copies.
you're crazy, dude.
Absolutely insane to get this card. Yeah, I don't know if Susan Van Camp is still around. I don't know if she would have ever thought this card was the most sought after graded card.
Do you know that this name is actually Richard Garfield's ex-wife?
Is it really?
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
Lily. It's an anagram or
Anagram.
It's whatever that's called. It's L-I Lily Wu.
Lily Wu.
L-I L-I-L-Y.
So this is the Lily
Wu
Wolf Platinum.
Right. There's a couple cards like that.
Lily Wolf.
There's a couple words like that. Yeah. You have to look that up. That's a name for that. All right, is that it?
We got one last one,
There it is.
and this is the
The Wyden.
Wyden Udwin
With the wind.
Quad Plus to round it out here.
All right, let's wrap it up.
So that's it.
Well, hey, thanks for sharing that. This is quite. This is probably this is the nicest Arabian set I have ever seen in my life. I mean, obviously there's one better.
There's always one better,
a few
right?
better, but seriously, your passion,
Yeah.
your history, the knowledge, I appreciate your time, and honestly, I hope you guys are enjoying this video because there's so much to go over, and it's crazy because most people don't really care about breaking down sets like this. We always talk about alpha and beta and some, like Power 9 stuff, but Not this.
Yeah, some people will
Not
collect,
this.
you know, a set of common alpha cards, or a set of power, or a set of dual lands, or a set of, you know, black rares for some of these other sets, because they're so large and they're so much money. So Arabian's great, 93 cards. There's some really, really, really nice copies that are still out there that you can start on. I started moving to the dark. This is my next pet project.
Oh, the dark.
The dark, cool set. So
And more affordable-ish.
more affordable. Terrible print quality, so it's going to be harder to get some of these cards from the dark. But I think it's going to be another really cool iconic set. That's
You're actually going to pay the guaranteed grading fee for that?
I'm
$50?
about halfway there already.
Quad pluses?
Basic plus.
Okay.
Basic.
You don't
plus,
really care. Okay, because it's so hard.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't want to spend a ton of money grading it. Right?
And people really honestly don't understand how hard it is. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, Heath, wave goodbye. All right, thanks
Thank
again,
you,
guys. We're here at the Colorado Rockies, Colorado Springs. I want to thank Heath for taking me out and having a great time. Thank you, everyone, for supporting our channel. It means a lot to me that you're enjoying the content we're putting out there. I have a Patreon page that supporters have access to special perks and rewards. Become a supporter at patreon.com/vintagemagic. As a patron, you receive exciting pricing on sealed product, flash sales, annual gifts, and personalized consulting services from me. Again, thank you for subscribing to our videos and supporting the channel. I love meeting players, collectors, and investors all over the world. If you see me at a Grand Prix, please come by and say hi. I would love to meet you. Thank you, everyone, for your support and friendship. Hey guys, it's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com. I'm here to share with you more about our deck and set collector fulfillment service. The deck fulfillment service caters to the player. And what that basically means is if you are a player looking to fulfill your old school Magic deck, certain Power 9 or key pieces in your vintage deck, or dual lands in your legacy deck, we have the inventory and the resources to help you fulfill your needs. Next, we have the set collector fulfillment service. This really caters more towards the collector. Oftentimes I've been asked, hey Dan, can you help me find this specific graded card for this set? Or Dan, can you find me these 20 cards left in my beta set? It doesn't matter what you're looking for, even if it's like every single Sarah Angel possible out there, I can help you out. My resources and extensive network in Magic the Gathering, I was able to help thousands of clients all over the world fulfill their needs. I've made it my mission at VintageMagic.com to be your one-stop shop for all your collector needs. For any significant item or collection, we're able to travel anywhere in the world to meet you. The reason why my clients love this service because it saves you time. What happens is collectors and players often search all over online or vendors and they never find exactly what they're looking for. By going to us, we are the only one-stop shop who can help you with your needs. Using our service gets you exactly what you want and saves you time and money.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.